Hey, what's up guys? It's Cypher. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the shotguns in season 4. There's a lot of misconceptions about the shotguns, so today we're going to be talking about them, which shotgun you should use in what situation. So let's get into it. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to support me even more, use creator code SypherPK in the item shop. Let's go ahead and start off by landing on this llama. Looks like no one's landing here with me, so I'm actually going to land on a gun first, then rush the llama. This guy's coming at me. Splash, splash. He's got a combat, actually. I'm gonna talk about this real quick because a lot of people don't understand, and I didn't understand initially, but the combat is not what it used to be. So it used to have 10 shots, now it has 8 shots. Might not seem like a lot, but that is a pretty big difference, especially with how fast the combat shoots. Another important part is it has a huge damage reduction. 45, 50. So the most damage you can do to somebody with a body shot with a blue one is 50 damage. It used to be 85 and now it's 50. The big good thing about the shotgun is it has some range, but because it's so weak, the range doesn't really matter. Right? The range doesn't really matter. I'm not going to say much about the combat, besides the fact that you should not use it unless you absolutely have to. Even a gold combat shotgun, a legendary combat, might seem appealing, but in reality, the legendary combat goes from 50 damage at blue up to 55. My advice is wait until they potentially buff the combat shotgun. The main focus of the video today is going to be talking about the charge and the pump. And in what situations do you take the charge and what situations do you take the pump? I'd be lying if I told you that in most situations you want to take the pump because of its quick shot, because of the fact that you don't have to charge it to get decent damage, and it's reliable, shoots when you click. The charge shotgun has a higher skill ceiling, requires a little bit more of a adjustment to your playstyle, and a lot of people did not adjust to playing with the charge. Even through the entirety of season 3, people still struggled using it. However, there are some situations where the charge is more beneficial and where you would want to take the charge even momentarily over the pump. First thing I want to say is that with the lower level shotguns, the charge shotgun shines a little bit more than the pump. We're talking gray pump versus gray charge. The gray charge shotgun, when fully charged, can do 180 headshot damage. And also fully charged does over 100 or just like about 100 body shot damage. The gray pump, however, does under 100 body shot damage, and the maximum headshot damage is 140. That's if you hit every single pellet. In reality, it's easier to get more damage done with the gray charge than the gray pump. The only big drawback being it's a gray charge, and then the gray pump requires you to, the gray charge requires you to play a little bit more differently and, use the charge mechanic to really get that damage. And I feel the same way about the gray and the green pumps. They're very weak in comparison to the charge shotguns, which I believe at a blue charge shotgun, you can one pump people, but you have to wait till purple shotgun to one pump people to hit 200 plus damage. Now, that's kind of counteracted, right? With the fact that the pump is instant shot and it's 5 bullets, which is why a blue pump shotgun is what I always take over a blue charge shotgun. However, if I see a blue pump and a purple charge on the ground, I'm going to take the purple charge. And I don't mind using the purple charge in that moment over the blue pump. I think because of the fact that the purple charge does insane body shot damage in comparison to the blue pump, and the fact that it does over 200 headshot damage in comparison to the blue pump, and is only missing 1 bullet. So it's at, once you get to purple charge, you're at 4 bullets instead of 3. I think it's the better gun in that moment. However, it's really important to know that the main reason why you're going to be taking that charged shotgun is eventually you're going to side grade it to a purple pump, because the purple pump is definitely going to be better. Another thing I want to mention is that the charged shotguns have more range. So from here, pump's going to hit for like 5, charged shotgun fully charged 17. That's obviously not a big deal, right? But as you get closer, you'll see a bigger difference in the charge damage. So pump from here. Hold up. This car is actually flying. No more car. Pump shotgun from about 2 tiles away. 38. Charge shotgun from about 2 tiles away. This guy is dodging really well. 95. All right. So honestly, I was a little bit closer. I did some tests, some like legitimate tests between the pump and the charge. From 2 tiles, the pump gets beaten by the charge, both without charge and with charged up shots. Point is, the charge shotgun has way better range than the pump and way more damage potential from range in comparison to the pump. Now, in reality, this wouldn't be a big deal because SMGs exist. However, the SMGs this season are a lot weaker than previous seasons, which means you're going to be using your shotgun more often than typically than we have in the past. Let's go ahead and try to show you a little bit of a difference in the range in some of these fights. So if we're making a list here, gray charge better than gray pump, green pump better than gray charge. Green charge, in my opinion, is probably tied with the gray pump. I mean, with the green pump, just because of the fact that it does so much body shot damage. And if you know how to play with the charge, you really can do a lot. Look at that, 44 damage from that range. We go with the pump. Now, when I'm like here, I'm gonna charge. Actually, I don't even think he's in this box. Pump's great for these like quick shots. Usually when you have these type of players backed up into a corner, that's when they're the most dangerous. So we might just like leave this guy alone for the time being. Wait till he leaves. One thing that's important to remember, guys, as you're watching this, is that a lot of this is influenced by your personal preference. If you are really bad with the charged shotgun, then you should always take the pump if that's what you're comfortable using. Man, 6 players remaining as the second circle is closing in a minute. Might be able to finish this game really fast. All right. We have a target. Couple of targets. This guy's boxed in. Spray. Pull the charge out. Pull the charge out. Take it. Big edit so that he can't break. Then finish him off. We're gonna phase in. Get out. Get into our own box. So, playing defensive right now. This is the guy with the Doom Gauntlet and whatnot. He might try to jump into our box. I'm gonna get out of there. I don't want to be in a box with a psycho like that. Like I said, when you have them in a corner, that's when they're the most dangerous. All right, these guys are fighting. Simple bounce up into the air, and we finish them off. So now we got a gold charge. I really like this comparison here. The gold charge, 4 shots, right? In comparison to the 3 shots that the blue charge has. The purple also has 4 shots, and that might not seem like a big deal, but that's actually a huge difference. Charged shotgun is one of the best defensive shotguns because of the fact that you don't have to hit a headshot to turn the fight around. If you hit a fully charged body shot, you literally ruin the player's day that you're fighting. And if you're at a health disadvantage, you can turn that around really quickly. So let's assume I'm at a health disadvantage right here, and I'm fighting this guy, right? Took my wall, it's fine. $96 damage. And that was a body shot. I don't think that was a headshot crit. I put him in a box. Just drop him in. Quick pump shot for 170 right there. So if you like to play faster and more like snappy with your edits, pump's going to be your best friend in that situation. If you play more defensively, and also if you don't hit a lot of headshots, charged shotgun might actually end up being the better gun for you, because you're going to end up doing a lot of damage with your charged body shots if you're smart about it, and that's gonna give you the same effect of hitting a well-placed headshot with a pump. And like I said, the range, well, that's only 37 damage, but the pump would have done a lot less. This guy fell to his death, unfortunately. But hopefully you guys learned a thing or two about the shotguns this season. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.